Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hot Mike Sports. Let's go ahead and get the mic hot with his hot performance tonight from the Detroit Lions and Jamyr Gibbs. Man, if you was watching this game, you really got to see how much of a star that Jamyr Gibbs really is. At first, they could not get the running game going. Seems that Tampa Bay really had them kind of, on the fence. They didn't really have no explosive plays. But then all of a sudden, here comes Jamyr Gibbs. A few more carries. He busts open some big runs, started opening up the game for the Detroit Lions. Now, we all know they have the best 1-2 tandem in the league, Sonic and Knuckles. But tonight, Jamyr Gibbs got the load of the night. David Montgomery not used so much tonight, and a lot of people have really been questioning that. But when you have a guy like Jamyr Gibbs who has 17 carries for 136 yards and 2 touchdowns, not only that, but 218 yards from scrimmage on 20 touches. Nobody has done that since Megatron, all right? And understand, when you are in company with Megatron, you are in company with one of the greats. Now, I was curious to see how Detroit was going to come out. Jared Goff did have a decent game for 240 yards and a touchdown to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who also had 6 catches on 86 yards. But like I said, Detroit tonight, they really rely heavy on Jamyr Gibbs. And so tonight we're going to give Jamyr Gibbs the player of the game, y'all. And as long as Detroit can continue to come out like this every week and run the ball like they're running it and playing with that young, hungry defense that's been playing right now. They sacked Baker Mayfield 4 times tonight, and they also picked him off. A lot of people thought they was going to miss Aaron Glenn, including myself, but this young coaching staff has really gave this young defense the reins and allowed them to just play hungry. Now, one thing they also have really also learned how to do really good is force turnovers and force fumbles. They've really reinvented the peanut punch. So if you get into a gang tackle with them or it's 1 or 2 players, man, they definitely going to try to punch that ball out. Now, with that being said, that defense, a lot of people were curious to see how they was going to play. Now, they played decent. They shut Baker Mayfield down. Baker Mayfield only had 228 yards passing. He did throw a pick and only 1 touchdown. He didn't really have a lot of help on offense tonight. At the start of the game, Mike Evans goes down with a shoulder injury, and they were looking forward to Mike Evans coming back, I'm sure, to take some of that load off that young rookie wide receiver, Mecca, and also give Baker Mayfield another target downfield. We all know he's been playing like an MVP candidate, not a lot of turnovers, high passer rating, and him and Dak Prescott right now are your league-leading candidates for MVP. Now, on the other side of the ball for Tampa Bay, that defense held as long as they could, man. They held as long as they could. The score was 14-9 for the longest time, but once again, they could not stop Jamyr Gibbs. It seemed that every time Jamyr Gibbs got the ball in his hand, he was a serious threat to take it all the way, including 3 catches with 82 yards, right? That's a lot for a running back. And so we haven't